Hi, my name's Lori Roberts, and I'm here with Sheila, and we're going to discuss a little more about the Discovering Your Purpose program, and she's going to answer some questions for me. Hi, Sheila. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. What made you decide to do the Discovering Your Purpose program?
I've been struggling with whether I'm really happy with my career for quite a long time. And I had looked at coaching opportunities in the past, and none of them really grabbed my attention in the way that your program did. Um, your program is clearly a stepwise program. So when I met you right from the beginning, you talked about the various modules to go through to create a better understanding of what I wanted to do and who I am and where I wanted to be. And that stepwise process was really important to me because I needed to follow a path. The other thing was when I met you originally, I just felt a strength of connection that as I started going through the program really came to fruition in that you were very, very supportive. And even when I hit sort of blocks or places where I was ready to back down, you, by allowing me to be aware of and to acknowledge the frustration or whatever the block was and giving me the support to keep moving forward, it allowed me to not walk away, which I've done many times in the past when I've wanted to deal with something like this. And so that support and that ongoing acceptance of any struggles that I was having was worth a lot for me.
Great. And so, what have you gotten out of the program?
A couple of key things. More than anything, again, back to this whole sort of stepwise process, you took me through various steps to look at what my beliefs are, where those beliefs come from, whether they're realistic beliefs or not, a better understanding of my values, what kinds of values are important to me, and again, where those values have come from, whether they've come from my family or from my own experiences. And then looking at my skills and my personality type and even the kind of environment that I want to work in, like asking me, do I want a 9-to-5 job or do I want to run my own business? And by pulling all of those pieces together, I've just sort of gotten past that stage of the process where I go through and I list all of that as a summary. And that has created for me a much more clear picture of what I want out of my life, what my purpose is. And now it's much easier for me to look at career opportunities and recognize whether I can live my life purpose appropriately in that kind of environment or not, and whether I need to change what I'm doing or whether I can just actually adapt what I'm doing.
Okay, great. And so, what are some specific insights that you've gotten out of the program? Things that have really stood out for you?
The biggest one for me is that I always sort of understood my life as a resume, and that my life was, I've always felt that people are is about their achievements, and that if you couldn't put it on a resume, what was it worth? And I've really come to the point where who I am is enough, and that's been worth a lot to me because I'm not an achievement person. It's not the choices that I've led in my life, and to recognize that it doesn't matter if I can put it on a resume or not. I'm much more than the specific achievements that I've had, has given me confidence that I didn't have before. It's rebuilt a confidence in just who I am and what I can bring to the world, both not only in my career but in my life.
Great. And so it's moved you closer to your goals then, you would say?
It has. Having this clearer picture of who I am and what I can bring to a career has really helped me narrow down the kinds of things that I want to do. And I'm at the stage of the program where I'm starting to research some of those careers and how I can either change the career that I'm in now so that it better fulfills my purpose, or whether I actually want to choose a completely different career or somewhere in the middle.
And that sounds exciting.
It's exciting. It's a bit scary, but this is the second time I've sort of hit a point where I've struggled to keep moving forward. But you've supported me through that stage, and now the research begins.
So, are there any final thoughts that you would like to share with anybody who's considering trying the Discovering Your Purpose program?
I think the boot camp is going to be brilliant. I think you and I have done this on a one-on-one basis, but I think the advantages of having other people going through the same process, not feeling entirely on your own. You provide that piece of not being entirely on your own, but from a different place than people who are working through it together. Mm-hmm. And ultimately, the confidence itself, just rebuilding that sense of myself and the fact that I have worth in just being has been worth every step of the way. Mm. So I think it's worth it for anybody to do it. Whether you're struggling with your career or whether you just aren't sure whether what you're doing is exactly what you want to do, it's an opportunity to really look at the opportunities of who you are and whether you can live your life the way you really want to.
Great. Well, thank you very much, Sheila. I really appreciate your time.
You're welcome.
So if you would like to sign up for the Discovering Your Purpose Bootcamp, please go to the bottom of the page and click on the big yellow button, and you will get instant access now.